Hey, 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 I am coming to you fresh off of my first trans support group experience, and I have to say, I was a skeptic at first. I don't really like reaching out to people, I don't really like asking for help. I just don't like it. Even therapy, I don't like it. But on the insistence of my mom, I found a therapy group with the help of my girlfriend, and I found a really great one. It's in Boston. It's called Compass. It's specifically for FTMs, and um, it was one of the best experiences of my life. Um, I'd never been around a large group of trans guys before, so uh, I was naturally a little hesitant because I didn't know. I was like really scared. I didn't know like what to expect. I didn't know what to feel. So I went in there and it was so great. I can't even explain to you. It was incredible. We talked. It was a 2 hour meeting, and I wanted to talk for like so much longer. And they were really just really great at supporting the people that came there and letting them know that they should be who they are. And I actually had an issue this week. On Monday, I went to my therapy, my I went to see my therapist, and which I do every Monday. And what ended up happening was she ended up basically, I mean, like there were other things that come around. It's like I don't know if context really matters in this situation, but basically she was just like, well, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, like, I have a lot of reservations diagnosing you as transgendered. And that knocked the wind out of me, like, completely. Like, I didn't know what to think, I didn't know what to feel, I didn't know, like, how to even go about processing ideas like that and thoughts like that because I am so sure I'm trans. I am trans. I'm a trans masculine person. I'm a trans male. Like, I am. And like regardless of whether it is medically defined, that is who I am. And I kind of just like was taken aback and I was just like, what? Like, really? This is like really happening right now? And I didn't really get a chance to say anything because I was in such shock. And I was pretty much just like thinking about it, marinating in it for like the last 4 days. And um, my girlfriend's been really supportive and saying, like it doesn't matter. You should really look for somebody who is better for you, who is able to care for you in the way that you need it. And like that's really great hearing that from your girlfriend. But at the same time, it was still like, well, I still like didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do because I've never met anybody who's been in that situation. So I went to this trans group, support group, and I talked about what happened. And they all just were so incredibly respectful and supportive about it. And they just said, you know what? If like your therapist isn't doing it for you, and if she has these rigid notions of gender and rigid ideas of what it means to be transgendered, then maybe you need to go to somebody who has a little bit more broad ideas about being transgendered. Because in reality, I am a feminine guy. Like, I'm an effeminate guy, and I'm totally fine with that. I don't think it has anything to do, I don't think my being effeminate or being maybe a little bit feminine or maybe being like a gay guy, like, I don't think that has any bearing to do with my gender. It has everything to do, and I say that I'm a man, that I'm a man. Like, that's really all that matters. And I need somebody who can help me through that process and who can really be there for me and not diagnose me, but say, you know what, yeah, okay, this is, you better than anybody else knows yourself, and you are pretty stable, like you don't seem like somebody who's unstable, so like, okay, cool, let me work with you and we can figure out ways to do hormone therapy. We can walk through this together. Like, that's what I need. I don't need somebody who's going to sit there and judge me and say, like, these are the reasons why I don't think you're transgendered, because I know I'm transgendered. Like, I know that. And ain't nobody going to tell me different. So, I don't know. It was really good. So, I'm really excited that I went and got a lot of good feedback about my issues, and I'm excited to go again. So, yeah, go to a support group, especially if you don't have people around, because that's when it's most needed. So I totally recommend going to a support group. It was the best decision I've ever made. So, yeah! Peace out, motherfucker!